welcome y'all to the show. Welcome. Yeah.
All right, we are back. KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal,
I'm Andy O.
and we are KAMMA about to talk about UFC 300. This is going to be the final predictions video for the prelims, and then we will do another final predictions video for the main card. So starting it off, man, I'm so hyped for this event. Just finished watching the weigh-ins. It was awesome. I'm super pumped. I'm excited. What about you?
Yeah, I can't wait for this card. And this is quite the opening fight on the early prelims. We got two former champions here. And yeah, I've been getting more pumped the whole week. So yeah, first we got Cody Garbrandt against Davison Figueiredo. With me, I've had Figgy the whole week. I think the reach is going to play a factor in this fight here. Figgy does have the longer reach. Garbrandt does have those T-Rex arms, and I feel he's going to piece him up with the jab. I also feel he's a craftier fighter, if need be, in there. Figgy is. And really, I think Garbrandt's just washed. He's like a shell of himself. He doesn't fight the same. Sure, he got a couple wins in a row against opposition he really should have defeated anyway. It means nothing to me. I think he's very live to get knocked out here, but I have a feeling it's going to go to a decision, but unanimously for Figgy.
Yeah, man, my pick stays the same, man. I'm still sticking with Davison Figueiredo, man. I really like this guy. He's such a good all-around fighter. Man, in the weigh-ins, he looked amazing. Cody Garbrandt, though, looks good. I mean, like, he's always looked good. He's always in good shape. But Figueiredo is ripped as fuck, man. This guy is shredded to the fucking T. Garbrandt's a little taller. They really both look ready to go. Figueiredo, though, I think is going to get the win based on the fact that he's got that back pocket grappling where he's going to use. I'm sure he's going to use it in this fight. He's going to use that grappling. He's got the submissions. He's got the jiu-jitsu, and he's very good on the feet as well. I think he's just overall a better fighter than Cody Garbrandt. You know, I mean, I think Brandon Moreno is better than Cody Garbrandt, and he beat Brandon Moreno, and also he had a draw against Brandon Moreno. So uh, because of that, man, I got to go with Figueiredo, man. So I think he's going to get the win. I think he wins it. I'm not going to say he wins it by decision. I think he's going to win it by finish.
Nice. I hope he does actually get the finish.
Yeah, yeah. All right, moving on up the card. We got next here Bobby Green against Jim Miller. And in this one, man, I gotta say, Bobby Green, he was talking shit, man, in the face-offs there. I gotta say, he is in better shape than Jim Miller. But Jim Miller's never been in crazy shape, but he's still amazing. He's slightly taller than Jim Miller, Bobby Green, and what I found funny in the face-offs was he threw his shirt in the crowd, and then he almost lost his ring. I don't know if you saw that. He lost his ring, and then he had to run back to
Oh,
grab his ring, and then he came back.
yeah. I thought he missed throwing his shirt like far enough, and he went back to get it, but he actually lost one of his 100 rings there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you know
did
what I
notice.
mean? Like he fucking man, if somebody grabbed that ring, that thing is worth a fortune. Uh,
Yeah, probably. Eh?
But yeah, man, I'm still picking Jim Miller. I just think Jim Miller with the ground game, the submissions, the ground game, the wrestling. If he takes down Bobby Green, it's going to be a problem for Bobby Green. I am scared though that Bobby Green's got some power. He can get some shots in there, but I think Jim Miller's a fucking savvy vet in the ring, and I think he's going to be able to not let himself get clipped. He's going to avoid the weird strikes by Bobby Green. And the fact that Bobby Green leaves his hands down all the time and his face wide open, I think Jim Miller is going to capitalize on getting some shots on his face there. Jim Miller
Yeah,
is the pick for me, man, and I think he's going to win by submission.
yeah. My pick is Jim Miller. Also, he definitely, like you said, has the advantage on the ground. He's definitely live for a sub, and probably pretty quickly if it gets down there, snatch one up. I also think that Bobby Green is going to come out there all super cocky and all super pumped up because he's going to want that 300,000 for the awesome knockout performance bonus. And I really think Jim Miller is going to have him lined up and he's going to flatten him. That's what I think he's going to catch Bobby Miller. Sorry, Bobby Miller. He's going to catch. He's gonna catch Bobby Green fairly early on. Yeah, with Bobby Green's hands like so low, like I was just gonna say he's gonna, find an opening on Bobby Green, but really, when is there not an opening on
Yeah,
Bobby Green,
exactly.
right?
Like the guy leaves
I
himself
I
wide
feel he's
open.
gonna time. Yeah, I feel he's gonna time it well. I feel that some of Bobby Green's chin has been lost the past few fights as well, and yeah, I'm sticking with Jim Miller on this one for sure.
All right.
So we're in agreement on the first two, eh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, next we have a ladies fight here, Jessica Andrade against Marina Rodriguez. What's going to happen in this fight? I think Marina Rodriguez is going to piece her up throughout the fight, keep her away. Andrade's going to try a couple takedowns as well. She's going to get a little frustrated, like she sometimes does when she doesn't complete them. And I feel Rodriguez is going to win this by points, by decision, probably.
I'm sticking with the pick too. Marina Rodriguez is the pick for me. I just think that she's just the better striker in this one. I think that like you said, man, she's so much taller too. I mean, it's just unbelievable how much taller she is than
Yes.
Andrade. And I just
Yeah.
don't feel like Andrade's going to have that chance to get in close and get her hit her with a strong punch to the face because she's so much taller. It's going to be like she's going to be punching upwards to try to get to her face, and that's a lot harder than punching straight like Marina is going to be able to do on her. And punching down is easier than punching upwards. So I think Marina Rodriguez is going to piece her up, man, on the feet.
Marina is a good striker too, right? So,
She is a good
yeah.
striker, a good boxer, and I just don't think Andrade is going to have an easy time trying to get her on the ground either. And Marina Rodriguez, she can handle herself on the ground as well. So, pick stays with the Marina Rodriguez here. All right, moving on up the card, we got Jalen Turner against Renato Moicano. Ah, man, this one here, I tried to find reasons to go for Renato Moicano, man. I like Renato
You're
Moicano.
not the only one.
Money Moicano, I like him, man. I almost was going to do a bet on the subber decision with Moicano, but I can't do it, man. Jalen Turner is just so much bigger. He's ripped as fuck. Moicano's in decent shape, but nothing compared to Jalen Turner, man. And the height difference is crazy. Jalen Turner was looking so serious in the weigh-ins, man, just staring him down. Didn't look scared at all. Like, I think he's gonna piece him up. I
He,
got Jalen
he,
Turner to
he
win by
was he was probably trying to get the blood back into his head after that weight cut, though.
Yeah, seriously, man. But Jalen Turner is just a phenomenal specimen of a guy, man. The guy is in phenomenal shape. He's got striking, he's got subs. All of his fights have been won by finish. I got him winning by finish again.
Yeah, I was looking for ways to find to place a bet on Money Moicano here. He's grown on me. He's always had the submission skills, but his striking is bad. And Turner's very, very dangerous, like almost like pretty much everywhere, right? I don't even think he should be in this weight division. I think he pieces up Moisiano. I think Moisiano's going to have a very hard time getting him down. He's going to have a hard time bringing him into the Moisiano world. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in Turner here. He's been
Yeah,
looking good.
man, 6'3" to 5'11". We're talking 4-inch height advantage, man. It's going to be very tough, and he's good at stuffing takedowns. So it's going to be a tough day for Renato Moicano. Let me tell you.
All right. So next up, we got Sadiq Yusuf against Diego Lopes. And yup, I have joined the Diego Lopes bandwagon. There's no way I can pick
Yeah,
against. Yeah, there's no way I can pick against him again. Sadiq Yusuf is going to lose this fight because of his patience and the fact that he's very comfortable in a lot of places. Usually that's a good thing, but I don't think it's going to work against Diego Lopes here. Leo Lopes is going to do what he does, come out guns blazing. It's going to somehow get to the ground, I think, and he's going to find the sub on Yusuf because I believe Diego Lopes could pretty much sub anybody.
yeah, my pick stays the same too.
Oh, and yeah, as for the finish, Yeah, let's go finish for Lopes, knockout or sub.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I like Diego. Man, he looks absolutely phenomenal too, man. He's ripped. He's in great shape. I don't like his mullet though. He has an ugly haircut, man. That ugly mullet that he had going on there and the face-offs. I don't like the mullet, but everything else I like about this guy. The guy is a submission specialist. He can get you in subs in many different kinds of subs. Um, Man, he's Sadiq Youssef is in good shape as well. But the thing is, I don't think that he can do anything on the ground, Sadiq Youssef, and I think that Diego Lopez game plan, I'm sure considers taking him down and getting him on the ground. And Sadiq Youssef is more of a striker, so it's going to be more of a grappler versus striker here. And I got to go with the grappler with the better jiu-jitsu. And again, Diego Lopez is also good at striking as well, so he can stand his own on the feet as well and clock him pretty good too. Get some good punches in there. I mean, 23-6 to 13-3. He's got the experience there. I got to go with Lopez still here, man. So pick is still Lopez, and of course I got him by finish as well. KO sub. All right, moving on up the card here, we got Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Man, at first I was going for Holly Holm. Uh, the pick changed. The pick changed, baby. The pick
Oh,
changed, man. Changed my mind, man. I'm going with Kayla Harrison. I was really worried about the weigh-ins. That's what was worrying me. I wanted to see how she looked on the weigh-ins. I wanted to see if she was going to make weight. She made weight, and in the face-offs looks phenomenal. She is muscular. She looks strong. She looks in great shape. She's much thicker and bigger than Holly Holm, and she's a two-time Olympic medalist, man. She's going to be amazing at wrestling. And Holly Holm looks worried. I saw her face when she came in there. She looks worried, man. Holly Holm is in decent shape as well, but I saw her face. She looks worried, and I think this is Kayla Harris's time. I mean, 42 years old, Holly Holm. She's getting up there in age. 33 years old. Kayla Harrison looking to make a name of herself here in the UFC. I got to go with Kayla Harrison. The pick has changed.
yeah, yeah, Kayla Harrison will win this fight probably because of her judo, not her wrestling. But yeah, my pick is still going to be Holly Holm, man. I got to go with the experience, UFC experience. I got to go with facing the far, far, far better competition as far as mixed martial arts goes. I think Holly Holm is set to win this fight. How can I describe this? The way Holly Holm fights usually go. And it's not going to be very exciting. Although Holly Holm may pull out a surprise head kick, because the last time she tried that, she beat the other judo there in Ronda Rousey, right? So this is another huge event. Uh, I don't think either way, I don't think Kyla Harrison is going to run over Holly Holm by any means in this fight at all. So I definitely feel Holly Holm is the pick here. And yeah, she did make weight, and I guess it was pretty impressive. Her nose was very red, though, is one thing I noticed when she actually went in for the initial weigh-in. Like she looked like Pinocchio there for some reason. Maybe she was lying about something. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Holly Holm, 62 years old and like gonna kill it at UFC 300. Uh,
All
all
right,
right.
man. All right.
So next we got Yuri Prochazka and Rakic here. This fight, very excited for this fight here. My pick is going to be Prochazka. As I said before, I feel that Rakic is going to be fighting too within himself and possibly afraid to take risks. Not that he's a very risky fighter to begin with. He's just super good at what he does. I'm not really afraid of those calf kicks that everyone's afraid of.
Oh wait, you skipped the Calvin Qatar and Aljamain Sterling, man. Sorry.
Let's just do this one. Let's
Okay,
just do
fine,
this
fine.
one out of order. Yeah. Uh, everyone seems to feel that the calf kicks are going to be like the end for Prochazka in this, but I'm sure he prepared for this. Also, I feel that his unorthodox fighting style and nature is going to give him the fight here. I feel that the samurai is going to come through this time, and yeah, those knee injuries would have finished athletes' careers not that long ago, right? This is a serious injury for Rakic. I don't think he's going to be completely the same. And yeah, pick is Yuri here.
All right. Yeah, my pick stays the same too. With I'm going for Yuri Prochazka as well. Uh, Alexander Rashik though is very dangerous though, man. Definitely got to say that. He came out there looking in great shape. Rakic is very ripped and muscular as well. Prochazka is in good shape as well. Prochazka looks really hype. They're both about the same height. But I feel like Yuri Prochazka just looks a little bit more ready and more focused, man. Rakic, he was out there. I just don't know, uh, what to expect from coming back from that injury. Like you said, he hasn't fought in so long, man. We're talking a year and 10 months ago was his last fight, and he lost to Jan Blachowicz with that leg injury a year and 10 months ago. So the ring rust, he hasn't fought in a long time. Yuri has just fought, just 5 months ago, and he fought Alex Pereira, one of the best. So yeah, got to go with Yuri Prochazka on this one. I think he's gonna come back and kill it there. All right, the fight that we skipped over here,
Yeah,
Calvin Kattar and Aljamain Sterling. I'll do this one then.
yeah.
So, man, this one here, Aljamain Sterling, oh my God, does he look phenomenal. Oh my goodness, this guy looks phenomenal shape. He's much bigger now that he moved up in weight. He looks incredible. Okay, the guy is just absolutely ripped. Calvin Kattar looked good too, though. Definitely, he has a nice physique as well, Calvin Kattar, and he's also, pretty muscular as well. Calvin Kattar is taller, but one thing I noticed is that he looks very serious, man. Like when they were facing off, Aljamain Sterling, you know how he talks his shit and says shit. Calvin Kattar did not flinch one bit. He didn't say a word, just stared him down. Looks mad serious. The pick is still going to be Calvin Kattar, but Aljamain Sterling is very dangerous, though.
Yeah, my pick has been Calvin Kattar the whole week. I think I was happy because I feel that it should be a lot closer as far as the odds go. Uh, I think, yeah, he looks serious. I feel like he's really determined to come back after his recent setbacks and his injury. Sterling, I feel, doesn't have the striking to keep up. I also don't think he has the greatest takedowns, right? But he's always risky to get on your back somehow, like out of somewhere. But in this case, I'm still rolling with Qatar. I think the boxing and the determination is going to pull it off, and he's going to pour it on Sterling as it goes on. So
All
that's
right, so for this whole prelims, it looks like we are only in disagreement with the Holly Holm, Kayla Harrison one, where I switched the pick. But we'll talk about the betting in our next video after. This is the UFC final predictions video for the prelims. We're coming back to you very soon with our video for the main card predictions, final predictions. Let's go get it this week, man. I hope everybody enjoys the video. Like and subscribe, and we're coming back for the next video for the main card.
Yeah. I'd like to welcome y'all to the show. Welcome.